The Thai Wichien Maat is a newly renamed but old cat breed, related to but distinct from the Western modern-style Siamese cat. This natural breed is descended from the cats of Thailand and, among various groups of breeders in different times and places, has also been called the old-style Siamese, traditional Siamese, classic Siamese, Wichien Maat, and the Applehead, a nickname that originated in the 1950s. According to the International Cat Association, the Thai is the breed dedicated to preserving the native pointed cat of Thailand and as close to its original form as possible. Compared to the modern style, more extreme-featured Siamese, the traditional Thai breed have a much more moderate appearance. The Thai cat is an animal with amazing sky blue eyes, the color of which Thais consider the god's reward for faithful and devoted service in Buddhist monasteries and at royal courts. The entire history of the breed's existence is fanned by numerous legends. Even in modern Thailand, they firmly believe that a cat is able to drive away evil spirits and bring peace and tranquility to the house. Very smart, gentle and affectionate, and at the same time fearless and loyal, the Thai cat is a real miracle of nature, created to bring happiness to people. Highlights. The Thai cat is very affectionate and will get along well not only with all members of your family, but also with other pets. It is worth considering. Building her relationships with other pets, she will strive for domination, which in most cases she succeeds perfectly. In a relationship with a person, the Thai cat is amazingly peaceful. Perhaps this is one of the few breeds whose representatives are attached specifically to the owner and not to their habitat. The Thai cat lacks the annoying habit of marking its territory. The irrepressible curiosity of the Thai has become a legend. It is not clear what guides the animal in the first place, the instinct of self-preservation or the desire to learn something new for oneself. It is with this character trait that almost all cases of injury in Thai cats are associated. The Thai cat is one of the most contact breeds. Any of your actions from routine cleaning in the house to moving furniture or gluing wallpaper will make your pet want to take part in it and provide effective assistance. A Thai cat is a wonderful nanny for a child, even the smallest. The pet also reacts very sensitively to any atypical situations in the house, about which it immediately runs to inform the owner. Thais are very emotional and talkative. The expression of their faces very clearly characterizes the state of the animal and the ability to navigate in a rich vocabulary. In addition to the traditional meow, the Thai cat utters many different sounds, will allow you to quickly find a common language with this magical creature. Descendants of the temple cats of ancient Thailand are intelligent and highly trainable. History of the Thai cat breed. The National Library of Bangkok contains a manuscript, the book of poems about cats dating from the 14th to 15th centuries, in which a breed similar to modern is first mentioned in writing. It was believed that Wichien Mai, as Thai cats are called in ancient manuscripts, lived only in royal palaces and Buddhist temples. The four-legged guards protected the chambers, not only from evil spirits, but also from quite real mice, rats and snakes, the bites of which were not dangerous for cats due to the special properties of the skin, density, elasticity, the minimum number of blood vessels and nerve endings, which reduced the pain threshold and prevented the spread of infection through the body. Cats with such outstanding features were carefully guarded from outsiders. It was strictly forbidden to export animals outside the kingdom of Siam. Such an attitude towards the Thais was the reason that they first appeared on the European continent only towards the end of the 19th century. According to the official version, the first two cats of this breed were presented by the King of Thailand to the representative of the British diplomatic mission Owen Gould as a sign of the highest mercy. Animals of an unusual color made a splash in the capital of the British Empire. Upon learning of this success, the ruler of Siam Chulalongkorn sent several dozen purebred royal cats as a gift to high-ranking officials of the British court. From that moment on, targeted breeding of the breed began in Europe. In 1892 the first official breed standard for the Royal Siamese cat was defined. If you look through the records of Thais of those times in the studbook of the Northern Cat Club, you can find the entry, "The breeder is the King of Siam." The popularity of the breed grew rapidly and reached its peak in America and Europe by the second half of the 20th century. Breeding of the breed in the territory of the former USSR was practically not controlled, which led to its wide distribution throughout the country. At the first exhibitions in Moscow and Leningrad, animals were exhibited in the beginners category under the name Old Siamese Cat. In 1988, the president of the WCF, World Cat Federation, Annalisa Hackman, evaluating the cats presented at Russian shows, decided to create a new breed Thai cat. For the first time, the current standard was described in 1990 and registered by the WCF in 1991. Surprisingly, it turned out that the traditional Thai cat, despite the name, turned out to be an aboriginal Russian breed. Not so long ago, some 20 years ago, the representatives of the breed were very popular. Gradually, Persians, British, sophisticated Siamese of European selection began to replace them. However, there are still many connoisseurs of these magnificent animals who will do everything so that the magical blue-eyed cats are not forgotten. Thai cat. Breed description. Modern Thai cats are fully consistent with the description of the ancient Siamese. They are neatly built, muscular animals with a round head, rather dense, but slender body. The limbs of the Thais are strong and muscular, the legs are round, the paw pads are painted in dark colors. The tail is long and tapered towards the tip. The ears are large, the pointed tips of which are slightly rounded. Small hairbrushes are allowed. The eyes are large, lemon-shaped or almond-shaped. The iris is blue. The wool of Thai cats is soft, short in a way similar to the wool of a mink. The undercoat is poorly expressed. The main feature of Thai and Siamese cats is the unusual color of the animal. The general tone of the cat is light or almost white. The muzzle, tail, tips of paws and other places where there is poor blood circulation are painted in a darker color. Fun fact, the color of an animal depends on body temperature and ambient temperature. Color point is an unusual form of albinism in which staining occurs only in cold parts of the body where circulation is poor. The extremities of the animal, the muzzle and tail, can be not only brown or black, but also gray, purple, caramel, or coffee in color. Kittens are born white or milky. Over time, the muzzle, paws and tail turn a dark color, and a dark color also appears on the back. At the same time, only the upper part of the hair is colored on the back and the lower part remains light. Popular colors of Thai cats. Thai cats have a beautiful point color characteristic of this breed. There are a lot of point colors, and the most popular ones are presented here: seal point, general color cream of warm tones. Points are gray or brown. The tip of the nose and the soles of the paws are colored in point colors: chocolate point, general ivory tone. Warm chocolate colored points. The tip of the nose and paw pads are pink. Blue point, the main color is white with a blue tint. The points are gray-blue. The tip of the nose and paw pads are gray. Lilac point, general color is snow white. Points of cold shades of gray with a pinkish tint. Pink pads and nose. Caramel point, common magnolia color. Points of cold brownish gray tones. Top point, general color is white. Points of cold shades of grayish brown with a slight pinkish tint. The nose and soles of the paws are pink. Cinnamon point, the body is ivory colored. Shading to match the points. Cinnamon colored points. Pinkish to cinnamon colored nose and soles of paws. Fawn, body color is magnolia, there is a slight shading in the color of the points. The points are of a beautiful light pink color. The nose and paw pads are pink. Red point, the general color of the body is white, there is a shade of pink. Gold colored points. The nose and soles of the paws are pink. Freckles on the nose, lips, ears and paw pads are also common. Torty point, the color can combine points of black and red colors on a common beige backilogramsrand. With any color on the body of the animal, there should be no pronounced spots and stripes on the back and abdomen of the animal. The nature and habits of Thai cats. There is an opinion among the people that Thais are aggressive cats with a bad temper who do not let people near them. But this is not at all the case. This myth appeared among the people due to the fact that offspring from Thais and ordinary street cats are born with congenital genetic diseases of the musculoskeletal system. With this disease, cats experience constant pain in the spine and tail. Purebred Thais are born healthy. These cats are very sociable, perfectly guess the mood of their owner, and can easily adapt to it. If you are sad, or you are in a difficult life situation, the cat will definitely come to your aid and try to support you. It will sit on your chest and begin to purr, lick your hands. Thais are very loyal, love the owner and try to stay close to people all the time. Thais are very playful, they can rush around the apartment for hours, get into the most secluded corners, play with any objects they find. Interesting fact, Thais treat children quite well, they love to play with them, but they do not allow themselves to be squeezed, and if the cat is hurt, it can bite painfully. Thais have extraordinary mental abilities. They can learn to follow simple commands such as sit, lie down, fetch a ball. Cats understand human language perfectly. Of the negative character traits, special obstinacy should be noted. If the cat decided that he wants to spend the night on the master's bed, it is useless to drive him away, he will still achieve what he wants. It remains only to accept this. Interesting facts about Thai cats. All Thais are born completely white, but by the end of the first month of life, dark marks begin to appear on the animal's body. The older the animal, the more dark tones prevail in the color. Thais are real long livers, the average life expectancy of this breed is 15 to 20 years. Thai cats have a very long gestation period of up to 65 days, while other breeds have a gestation period of 55 to 60 days. In the homeland of the Siamese in the Middle Ages, the death penalty was introduced for the export of cats of this breed from the country. Previously, Thai cats were kept at Buddhist monasteries, temples and palaces. Kittens of this breed are simply too active and inquisitive, they have an extraordinary mind, are easy to learn, but they also give their owner a lot of trouble because they constantly climb into all sorts of secluded places, take an active part in all matters. Translated from the Thai language, the name of the Siamese is translated as moon diamond. Kittens of this breed were often presented as gifts to royalty and other important persons. For example, Queen Elizabeth II received a seal point kitten as a wedding gift. Russian Emperor Nicholas II received 200 kittens as a gift from the Siamese king. When Thais are crossed with cats of other breeds, offspring with serious genetic diseases are often born. The most common of these are diseases of the spine and the musculoskeletal system. Therefore, when buying an animal, you need to pay special attention to the gait of the animal, the flexibility of the tail and the appearance of the animal. Pros and cons of Thai cats. This breed has its positive and negative qualities. The positive qualities include the following. Sociability. Thais are very sociable, like to spend a lot of time with their master. They are able to guess the mood of the owner, they try to console the person if he is in a bad mood. Devotion. Thais do not declare their love to the owner and do not caress at the feet like many cats, however, they are very attached to humans. Friendliness. Thais treat all family members well enough. Moderate tolerance is shown towards children, although if a Thai starts to squeeze, he can bite. High level of intelligence. Thai kittens are very obedient, they are well trained, they are easily accustomed to the tray and scratching posts, they can perform some simple commands. Cats of this breed are excellent hunters, and if a kitten is released into the garden, it will certainly bring prey from the hunt. The animal's coat is short and does not need to be constantly combed and cleaned. There are few disadvantages of the breed, but they are still there. Vindictiveness. Yes, Thais are not evil, but they are quite vindictive and do not tolerate bad, and even more cruel, attitude towards themselves. If the cat is offended, he will do everything in spite of it. However, they are quite quick-witted and do not hold grudges against the owner for a long time. In order to make peace with the cat, it is enough to treat him with his favorite delicacy, obstinacy. If the cat wants something, he will definitely achieve his goal and make you do as he wants. Care for Thai cats. Thai cats are unpretentious animals and this breed does not require any special care. A cut in 2 weeks, a cat must be combed out in order to remove dead hairs of fur. You need to bathe the animal once a quarter. Cats do not like water, and it is better to bathe the animal with care. Although, if a Thai is accustomed to water, he will go through this procedure rather calmly. Fun fact, by the way, many Thais can swim quite well. To prevent the animal from catching a cold, after bathing it must be wrapped in a soft and warm towel, and later dry well. Once every 2 weeks, the cat needs to clean his ears, this should be done carefully with cotton swabs. Once a week, you need to trim the tips of the nails with special scissors. The color of a Thai is largely dependent on body temperature and environment. In places with poor circulation, the coat becomes darker, so if you do not want the fur of the cat to darken prematurely, keep the animal warm. Before you bring your kitten home, prepare your apartment for its arrival. Move away wires, cables, valuables that the cat can break or damage. Move dangerous and poisonous substances away, close all the cracks in which the cat can get stuck. Set up a sleeping place for the cat, a place to eat and prepare a litter tray. Thai cats are very playful, so it is better to prepare toys for the cat in advance, so that the animal does not get bored. When you first bought a kitten, carry out prophylaxis against parasites, even if at first glance the cat looks clean. Once every 6 months, the cat must be shown to the veterinarian in order to monitor the health of the animal. If you do not want the animal to bear offspring, it must be neutered. This procedure is best done at an early age, as kittens can tolerate surgery more easily. It is better to feed Thai cats with dry and concentrated premium ready-to-eat foods. In this case, you should carefully study the composition and refuse feeds in which there is an additive such as iodine. From such feeds, Thais quickly darken their wool. It should be noted, the Thai cat should not be given sea fish and seafood as the high iodine content in these products makes the hair of Thais darken faster. In addition to food, you need to make sure that the cat always has fresh water in the bowl. Increase portions for pregnant and lactating cats. It is also necessary to give the animals ready-made vitamin and mineral complexes, which are sold in veterinary pharmacies. For the pussy to feel good, you need to create a balanced diet, paying attention to the quality of the products. To prevent the animal from being poisoned, the leftover food residue should be thrown away, and the bowls should be thoroughly washed several times a day with warm water and soap. Diseases and health problems. Thai cats have excellent health. Genetic diseases, when properly crossed, are extremely rare. Basically, kittens of this breed can suffer from 2 types of genetic diseases, tail break and squint. These diseases are not very serious, but still unpleasant. Thais crossed with cats of other breeds may suffer from more dangerous diseases of the musculoskeletal system, but non-purebred Thais are usually seen immediately. In order to avoid these problems, buy a pet from a trusted breeder and make sure that the kitten's parents are completely healthy. Thai cat have a good appetite and are always willing to eat an extra portion, so try not to overfeed the animal so as not to overload the liver. In no case, do not feed Thai cat salted fish and smoked meats from such a meal, the animal can become very sick or even die altogether, as the liver of animals cannot cope with a large amount of salt. Thai cat. Price and how to buy correctly. When buying a Thai kitten, you need to pay special attention to the kitten's parents. Breeders must have certificates of conformity for this breed. Without this certificate, despite the external data, the cat is not Thai, but is considered a mongrel. Check medical records for vaccinations and genetic diseases. Pay attention to the kitten's appearance, check the color and quality of the coat. The coat should be soft and pleasant to the touch, somewhat like mink. Almond eyes should look forward. There should be no sheen on the coat, on the body of an animal with a point coloration, there should be no spots, stripes and a pronounced pattern. An important fact. The gait of the animal should be straight, the tail is straight. Ask the breeder in detail about the injuries suffered from the vaccinations. Clarify the question of sterilization and castration. Find out if the kitten is litter trained and what kind of food it likes to eat. And also do not forget to ask the owner about the legal intricacies of breed recognition. Since the price of kittens of the Thai breed is not small, on average $200, you should carefully consider the purchase of an animal. Do not try to save money by buying a kitten from your hands, rather overpay and buy a kitten in the cattery, then you will be sure of the kitten's health and its pedigree. Well, and most importantly, you should like the kitten, because it is you who live with this animal and care for it. Fearless, inquisitive and independent, these are the main characteristics of Thai cats. Taiki are excellent pets, they love and feel good about their owners, they are very devoted to them, but they do not tolerate a bad attitude towards themselves. If you are planning to buy a pet, pay attention to this breed, the Thai cat will become a good and devoted friend to you and will definitely not let you get bored.